Hello everybody and welcome back to Toadstool Tarot. Today I have the Fantome Tarot Deck. It's by lamusidesign.com. If you can see there. It comes in a really sturdy, deep box with all the various suit representations around the edges, and the design on the box doesn't really match what's inside the box, but there you have that. Very nice two-part box, rather deep box, and the cards are exactly regulation tarot size or standard tarot size. The backs are sort of very reflective foil, like kind of a metallic blue and sort of Art Deco looking. The fronts of the cards are borderless, edge-to-edge images, which we'll get into in a second. Also with the box, where did I put it? Comes a little tarot guidebook with full color matte images of the cards and upright and reversed keywords and a representation of each card. You also get, and I'm not sure why, a little notebook, little pad where you can keep, it's a blank book, you can make little notes. And this part I like the most. There's a little wooden card stand inside. So you need to ponder or contemplate a card, you can stick it in there and stand it up on the tabletop or something. So let's see, is there some way I can display this for you? There you go. So that's kind of a nice little bonus feature. I kind of wish more decks did that. It's a nice little design too. So, might as well get to the cards. I tend to like stylized art decks, and this is another one. The cards, however, are laid out against dark backgrounds, so it's kind of like a night scene deck. Even where there's a sun, the skies are not bright blue, they're dark blue, or like midnight skies or something, which is strange. And the figures are very angular, and some of the symbols on each card are highlighted in sort of a ethereal blue. Oh, sorry about the reflection. This is a really glossy deck. Not sure how to angle this so you can best see it. But I think you get an idea about the style of the deck. Now, this also has, this comes with a little code, what do they call them, QR codes or something, that you can scan and download a program that an app that has some kind of, it's in the back of the booklet. You download this thing and it has it says, it's a code for a multi-dimensional guidebook. I couldn't get mine to work properly, but supposedly if you download the app and then hold your camera up to take a picture of this or something, it does something multi-dimensional with, I believe, the blue figures, like the little bag on the stick here. But I couldn't get mine to work. Mine conjured up sort of the angular image of the cat on the back, and I didn't know what to do beyond that. Anyway, I think they're readily usable without that anyway, just with the artwork. The artwork pretty much does follow the RWS system. So here we have the Magician, and the High Priestess, the Empress. Oh, this is really not easy to share with all the glare. Emperor, the Hierophant, Lovers, Chariot. I do think the artwork is pretty and well done. Just for me, it's a little bit on the cold side. I'm not sure how approachable I find these. The edges and line work is nice and sharp. I think it's just sort of like, because of the kind of sharp and angular edges and the kind of bright colors in nighttime palette, it doesn't feel like a warm deck, and the blue accents seem very icy. It sort of reminds me of the old fairy tale about the Snow Queen. It's like all the sharp edges are like shards of glass or ice or something. It's very dramatic. I think this might prove rather engaging if you're doing readings for clients. It looks like these images would be quite attractive on a tabletop laid out in a spread. I'm just not sure if I'm reading for myself if I readily connect with these images. They do look fairly accessible in terms of the RWS system. It's just there's a kind of a coldness to them that doesn't feel approachable to me. I think I prefer decks with a little more warmth to them. So we'll see how I do with this. Time will tell. As lovely as the backs are, I also find that metallic quality kind of cold and off-putting. But I have that feeling about most decks that are edged in metal or have foil on the surface. Well, this deck is not edged. This almost has a feel like, I mean, I'm not a gamer, but it sort of looks almost like characters in a video game or something. Which maybe they are, for all I know. I haven't really looked at the guidebook. They kind of look like modern anime or cartoons or something. We're in the wands here. And then, what do we start with? Oh, we have the majors. Oh, and then wands, and now cups. They are pretty. I think if I were doing readings for someone, I would want something warm and assuring that would draw a client in or help me to connect with them on a sort of a more supportive or emotional level. I'm not sure how to put that. Some way to engage them and connect us so that we're both kind of on this journey together. And this just doesn't have that feel to me. This feels almost like it puts up a barrier between me and whomever I might be reading for, but maybe that's just in my head. I don't know what you feel about that. There's all kinds of art styles and decks, and some people connect with some and not others, so you never know. And this is a pretty deck. I suspect this will remain in my collection for a while, but I don't know if I end up not ever using it other than looking at the artwork. It may not remain for very long. So we're in swords now, of course. These might have photographed better if I had used my iPhone, but I still haven't gotten sorted out the problems with my iPhone and why it tends to cut off my videos in the middle or remain out of focus. There's weird issues with it that I need to make a trip down to the Apple store and find out what's going on, and I just haven't found the time to make an appointment and go do that. So here we're stuck with my laptop camera, which isn't the best in terms of sharp focus or deflecting glare. really have too much to say about decks when I do walkthroughs other than the art aspect. I think it's pretty much up to you to decide how you might best make use of a deck and whether or not you relate to it through the art. I don't really go into the intellectual aspects or design of the deck. I'll let you sort that out. So there we have the King of Pentacles, and then we've got two extra cards. I'm not sure. One is called the Reader, and then the other is called the Artist. So I don't know if these are meant to be significator cards or just additional kind of oracular cards. But anyway, there you have the Fantome Art Deck, or sorry, Fantome Tarot Deck. Little faux pas there. It is like an art deck to me. And I really love this little stand. I'll have to try and look for more of these in other decks. I think they really hit on something there. So you can put your card of the day on that and then put it on your altar or your tabletop to consider for the day. So there you have the Fantome Tarot Deck, and thank you for spending time with me today in your busy week, and I will see you all sometime soon. Bye.